Hi everyone, it's Eve Angeline here at etrailer, and today we are looking at the Hollywood Racks Destination 2 bike rack here on our 2018 Buick Encore. So the Hollywood Racks Destination is an awesome bike rack when it comes to being compact, lightweight, and portable. At only 20 pounds, this is something that even I can carry with one hand and can install onto my vehicle super quickly. So let's take a look at the way our bike is mounted to the bike rack. So we have it at 3 mounting points. 1, 2 wheel straps, as well as this third, which is our frame mount. So that frame mount is interesting in its design because it has a 360 degree of rotation. So depending on your bike's frame, you can mount it and move this mount up, down, left, right, as well as rotate it depending on your bike's frame. So when you want to take the bike off, that's where you start, or where you start is by those wheel straps. So you press that lever on that strap and then you pull that strap out and rotate it to the side. That way it doesn't get caught up in your spokes when you're ready to take the bike off. So 1 strap, 2 straps, and over here to our third strap. Now this is important because you need to make sure you're supporting the bike as you take that frame mount out. So support that bike and then press that lever on that strap and then push or pull that out. That might be the trickiest part. And once that is released, you can then grab your bike, lift it over the mast, and then you're ready to go on a bike ride. And with that bike out of the way, we get to take a closer look here at our cradles and our straps. So here at etrailer, we've begun calling these cradles the wings of the Hollywood Racks Destination. That's because of their design here, where they're angled downward in order to accommodate different wheelbases. They're secured by this strap, and this strap has a rubber cushion here in the middle. So just maneuver that over your wheel. That way, as you ratchet down that strap, it secures the wheel as well as prevents extra scuffs and scratches from occurring during transport. Now, pro tip here is whenever you have your bikes off of your rack, please still put the straps back into place. That way they're not flopping around as you drive around. All right. Now this has a weight capacity of 45 pounds per bike. If you have heavy electric bikes, this might not be the best option for you, but for most of your normal mountain and road bikes, 35 pounds for a weight capacity is more than enough. This does not tilt away, so if you want to access your hatch, as you can see here on our vehicle, with the mast up, you actually have clearance between that mast and that hatch, giving you the you can get into your trunk, maybe put away your water, put away your helmets, but you will still have to take your bike off. So just remember that. The nice thing is you don't have to lower the mast to access your hatch, but you do have to remove your bikes. But when you do want to lower the mast, this is what you do. So it's held up in place by this stand. So you're going to have to rotate this knob. And once that knob is rotated, you'll have enough clearance to lift the stand out of the way and then tighten that back down. And then you get to put this mast down, and you have different options here for securing it. What I like to do is I like to use one of the wheel straps. Let's use this one. We'll put away this frame mount cradle strap and we'll use this wheel strap, and that's going to secure our mast in the stowed position. So here, this is how your bike is going to sit when you want to drive around town, but you don't want to carry around your bikes. There is going to be some length added to it, even with your bikes on it though. So we'll take some measurements. Measuring from our bumper to the end of the bike rack by those nice plastic reflectors, we have it at 23 inches. Now that's actually pretty compact and pretty short for a 2-bike bike rack. It's still a measurement to keep in mind though whenever you're backing into your garage or parking into a tight spot. Good thing your Buick Encore is already a compact vehicle, so that really matches the whole compact feel here. Another thing we'll take a look at is our ground clearance. So underneath that tray It sits at 19.5 inches. Underneath the wings, we have a ground clearance of 14.5 inches. And then underneath our shank, we have it at 10 inches. So that's actually pretty low ground clearance over there by the shank. Notice how you have a little bit more clearance here on top. That's going to be very important when you go up steep inclines like driveways or hills, especially because our Encore is kind of lower to the ground compared to your larger SUVs or your larger trucks. So you're really going to want to make sure you have enough ground clearance for your bicycles. And when you are ready to drive around town and you do not want to take out your bike rack, you can fold it up. So start by taking out this clip and then removing this pin. It has a knob to make it easier to rotate. So then fold that bike rack up and put that bolt right back into place and tighten it down with that knob. So that knob is going to be very important to secure your bike rack in the upright position. So make sure you have that fully tightened down as much as you can get it. That way you don't have it rattling around as you drive. And once you do, use that clip to secure that knob. So this is going to be the portable position. This is what you're going to have when you just want to have it compact without going through the hassle of taking the bike rack off. So the length added here at the middle is going to be about 6 inches. It sticks out a little bit further here at the end, so that's going to be about 11 inches out, and that wing is going to be 13 inches out. Closest point is going to be from our bumper to, let's say, our cradles right over here. You're going to have a clearance of 2 inches, which is still plenty of space with how solid this is mounted to our hitch. With it folded up, also notice how our rear window is obviously open and visible, as are our tail lights. Our license plate is completely visible as well, and our backup camera sits right there in the middle and is also completely visible. You cannot open up your door no matter how close it looks, so if you do need to open your hatch, just lower your bike rack. Alright, let's talk about how this fits into our hitch. So this has an 1.25 inch shank with a 2-inch hitch adapter. Here on our Encore, we have an 1.25 inch class 2 hitch, so that's what that fits into. We have an anti-rattle bolt and a lock. Now this comes with a tool to tighten down the anti-rattle bolt, but I highly recommend picking up one of our sockets with a 3/4 socket. That way it's so much easier to tighten down the anti-rattle bolt. And once it is tightened down, as I shake our bike rack to simulate like the vibration or the bumps of the road, you can see how I'm mainly moving the vehicle, showing that that connection is solid. You don't want the bike rack that adds extra rattle from an improper connection. With this anti-rattle bolt, you'll have a smoother ride overall for your bikes as you drive around. Alright, so my final thoughts about the Hollywood Racks Destination Bike Rack is I do like how small and compact it is. Our Encore here is already a small and compact SUV, and this just matches that whole design. This is super light as well, and you can store it in your trunk if needed. So if that's an option for you, you don't want it taking up too much garage space, and you want something that you yourself can install easily, this may be a good option for you. If you have heavier bikes though, you may want to take a look at our other options like our Quats or our Quat Transfer. So that was a look at the Hollywood Racks Destination 2 bike rack here on our 2018 Buick Encore.